You were born to be big. This is a message coming through. You were not born to be small. You were not born to put yourself in a box where it's already so crammed because the rest of humanity is there. You were born to fit into your own unique crafted box because you are unique. You were born with special gifts, with a special frequency, unlike anyone else on this planet. And the message that is truly coming through right now is like, this is your time now. It's like a make or break moment. It's like, are you going to continue? I feel like I'm like a big sister right now, like hyping you up. That's the energy. It's like, I'm looking at like a phoenix right now, rising from the ashes. Like, are you going to continue to stay in the ashes, to stay in the dirt, to stay in the layer that is beneath where you were born? And where you were born was a heightened, powerful energy. You were a soul who came here with the knowing of the mission that you were here to embark on, with the connection to God, to the knowing that, yes, I get to do anything, I get to have anything, I get to be anything that I want. And it is a moment right now in your life, you're like at a pivotal point where it's like, will you continue to stay there, stay beneath the level that has been there for you since the moment you were born? Like God is like, honey, my love, it's right here for you to access it. Even your soul is what I feel is like wanting to remind you of this. Like right now is a pivotal turning point in your life. You get to make the choice. Are you going to continue letting yourself feed the negativity, feed the doubt, feed the fear voice that is not actually yours? These are imprints. I'm seeing like handprints. Like these are imprints from people, from society, from your upbringing, from the world at large that is outside of you. It's not you. You are the core of power. You are the source of creation. You are a fractal of the divine. And what that means, that can mean different to you. For me, how I see it for you in this transmission is like, you are connected to the infinite source of abundance. You are connected to the infinite source of power that is connected to everything in existence, meaning you can access this at any time. All it takes is a choice point and a reminder to yourself of, yes, I claim it. I claim the path of sovereignty, of destiny, of power, of my dreams. I claim that path and nothing can get in the way of that. And I also feel the call to say this as well, dark times and painful times, if you're in one right now, or if you feel like that's something that is limiting you and you're like, well, it's hard for me to get into that state that you're saying, Katie, like the thing is here is like, let that be, that state that you're in. If you are in that, you might not be, but let that be. Like tell yourself that is a phase before you take off. Like this is a necessary part. You are purging, you are clearing, you are exiting everything that is not in alignment with the path of abundance. And in order for you to access that state and get out of that pain, it's not that you actually have to do anything. Like you don't have to force your way out of the negativity and be like, I gotta push through these thoughts. Because I feel like this energy, maybe you're somebody that like really tries really hard, like a lot of effort, a lot of control. It's like, take your foot off the gas pedal. That's the energy. It's like, take your foot off the gas pedal because you're already on the flow. You're already on your highest path. You can never go out of that. But these voices, these limiting voices that are constantly trying to sorry, I thought my camera wasn't recording for a second. We are recording. These voices that are trying to limit you, that are trying to hold you back, it's just an outdated system that is in your body that is not actually you. And you get to turn on the dial of the system that is your higher self, that is your abundant path, that is the path of wealth, of whatever it is that you want to call in. And I also feel called to say this as well. This is not a selfish path. This is not you, well, if I do this though, it requires a lot of change. It requires a lot of realizing that I am very powerful and I'm used to my whole life. This is the voice, right? Our voice, oftentimes, I feel the need to say this, there's a voice in a lot of people on earth right now that is trying to keep people small. Oh my God, I have chills. There's a voice inside all of us and it wants to keep us small because we have been programmed to think that we are meant to be small, to be controlled, to be limited in our life. We are controlled to see reality as this and below versus everything in existence. And your soul comes into this life, as I said, with this knowing that you are going to live an epic life. I have chills. You are going to live an epic life, and you are living an epic life. Right now, it is done. It is so. That's the energy. I'm like getting it, like it's done. That's the fact. But there's a control system in our brain, and it's like this wiring that you have the ability to snap. You can cut it off. Like, I feel like you're like meant to just like, I'm seeing scissors, like cut it, stop it, end it. And it does take practice, yes, of course, because that was built through repetition. It was built through seeing the world in a way that wasn't powerful, that wasn't empowering, and you started to believe this. So our inner child, you know, from young age, and even as an adult, we start to believe these thoughts. And the more that we feed that, right, we're feeding these neural circuits, I think is the word I'm getting. And that starts to ramp up the energy of that system, of the doubt, the fear, the shame, the worry, all of that negative voice. That's not us, but it's a system that we have allowed ourselves to operate in. And if we want to swing to the other side, to the operating system that is for our highest good, that is in the abundance, the wealth, the knowing, and I'm looking at my vision board now, like the knowing of all your visions are possible. Not even possible, but they exist. They're right here, right now. If we want to switch to that system, it takes some practice. It takes tuning out that voice. So every time you catch that voice kind of like nagging at you and trying to say like, well, you know, all the worries, right? You have your own. It's like tuning that down and saying, I hear you, I love you, you are not me, thank you. And starting to remember that you are powerful, you are strong, you are all the things that you want to be, right? It's like, it's always putting yourself in check. I feel this need to like, it's constant putting yourself in check of the reminder that that part of you isn't really you, but the part of you that is you is whoever you want to be. That's really it. It's like you get to be whoever you want to be. And I feel the need to go into this little thing here is like, whatever part of you as well doesn't believe that you can be whatever you want to be, because we all have this, right? We're all questioning, a lot of us too. If you're someone who's like skeptical of manifestation or skeptical of believing in yourself, look at that too. I feel the need to say like, look at that as well and say, well, why? Why is that a belief that I operate on, that I don't have the ability to exist in a magical world, that I don't have the ability to exist in power? Like, why would I ever believe that? The more you dissect that, you look at that, you realize even that's not you, because you're not your beliefs. You are the powerful soul that you are. And the belief system that we have, and these beliefs are just, they're like almost like the drivers, I guess you could say, like in the driver's seat, like there's multiple drivers, right? And the beliefs are all the drivers. It's like you get to hire the driver that you want. If there's a driver that's really shitty, if there's a driver that's wrecking and like constantly hitting your road against blocks and all the stress and the worry, and they're just like you know, doing a lot of bad things on the road, you can hire a different driver. This is what I'm getting. It's like you can literally be like, I'm sorry, like, no, like, I'm firing you. We're hiring a new driver that's going to keep us on the road and on the path towards where we want to go, which is success, which is abundance, right? So again, you were born to be big. You were born to do things differently as well. I feel the need to go into this. You were born to do things differently. You were not born to do anything the way that everyone else is doing it, and that's what makes you a fucking genius. Okay, I'm saying the word genius to you. You are a genius, and in your own way, because the thing that is happening, I'm gonna say this, the thing that is happening on the earth, this is gonna really empower you, and like let this sink in because it's really big, is what's happening on planet Earth right now is the amount of people on this planet are waking up to their unique gifts, the way that they're meant to operate, the way that they're meant to be successful, and their own unique divine intelligence. And the world that I at least grew up in as a child, you know, 20-something years ago, and beyond that, was a world that told me and many others, you have to be and do this to be successful. You have to start a business this way. You have to, I have chills, you have to go into this sort of corporate system to be successful. You name it, right? We all have that path of like going down the route that wasn't actually meant for us. And what is happening now is everyone on the globe, not everyone, but like a lot of people, and I trust you watching this, are waking up to questioning like, well, I don't know, because that doesn't feel right. It feels weird whenever I try to do things that I don't want to fucking do. And I just feel like I'm meant to do it a different way. It's because you are. That is your divine intelligence speaking. That is the flow of abundance, the flow of strength, the flow of power of the divine channeling through you, saying, do it a different way. Whispering constantly in the back of your mind, saying like, this is not for you, this is for you. Go down this path, do this path, or follow this path, right? Your intuition is starting to wake up. And so why I say that is that, and why I feel called to say that, is the path of abundance for you the bigness that you're stepping into, it's gonna happen in a way that's not like other people. So if you try to keep doing it like other people, if you try to keep morphing yourself, I don't know why I'm getting like, if you're writing a book, let's say, like if you're trying to write the book in the way that so many other people have done it, because you feel like that's just how it's going to be successful, like it's not how you're meant to do it. Because if it doesn't feel right, or if it feels like control, or if it feels like you're following somebody and following their footsteps because it worked for them, like it's not to say that it won't work for you, but what I'm saying is that you're not meant to do it that way. Follow the divine intelligence that's flowing through you, because it's always there. And right now, let this be your sign, your reminder that that dial you can turn up. You can start to switch into that. And this is the breaking point for your life. Like honestly, the energy I get is like, this is the time to change it. Stop doing it the way that you've been doing it. Stop following other people's paths, because there's one that's been carved out for you. I'm literally seeing like a path that's like sparkly. There's gold, there's diamonds. That is your soul's path, and it's only yours. Nobody else can take it. I have chills. Nobody else can take it because it was designed for you. And I just feel so excited, because I'm like, if you can make this choice, right? Because I'm just reminding you of all this that you're already doing and you will step into. But honestly, the energy I get is like, you can prolong this process. Like you can choose to continue stressing. You'll still get to where you want to go, but it's going to be a long drawn out journey. Or you can say, no, I'm breaking the cycle of the doubt. I'm breaking the cycle of repeating the same exact karmic pattern that I've been repeating my whole life. And I'm going to choose success. I'm going to choose abundance. I'm going to choose to tune into my intuition every day. I'm going to meditate on that. I'm going to come back into my inner voice and let that guide me forward, because that's going to be the path that leads me to success and major success in my life. That is the energy that I'm getting. Get ready, choose this path, because you are worth it. That's another thing. You're worth it, my love. You are so worth it, so deserving. And now's your time. So I love you so much. That was so powerful. I hope you enjoyed. Oh my God. I'm just so excited for you. If you enjoyed, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you here because I love you and I'm grateful for you. I hope that, yeah, you got something from this. Remember your power. Remember your divinity, my love. And I will see you so soon.